On this show, we are going to talk about the main currency used in Bitcoin. A Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF application was just submitted in Hong Kong, which might result in a significant amount of interest up to $25 billion. We are also going to discuss the current price of XRP as well as the actual situation regarding the Uniswap and the SEC. Get ready, everyone, since there is a possibility that an earthquake will occur. Just to be sure that you have it correct, please take a seat, take a few deep breaths, and then we will get started. It is now worth $7,962, which is a 49% increase. However, at this moment, it is reduced to $3,541. There is a 56% correlation between the USDC measure and the US dollar measure. With a mean debt of 61 cents, the XRP has had a 33% decrease in value. Those solid XRP owners, that's right. There are currently $2 trillion worth of cryptocurrencies available on the market, which is equivalent to approximately $6.74 billion. The checking has been completed. First, let's take a look at the VLO. We believe that this will be a penny flat at a price of $12. Would it also be able to come to our home? I can't say for sure. There are a lot of individuals who enjoy it and are curious about where I obtained it. In Stellar, you will be able to find coins. It can be purchased by anyone who wants to do so. The transaction that is not concentrated is something that I have not given any thought to. It is now available, however, it is not yet functioning properly. At first glance, it appears that you can purchase this item by either linking your Ledger wallet or creating an account. Now is the time for me to investigate it. Sounds like a really fantastic idea. I have been attempting to acquire a few things for the past week. As you can see from the previous sentence, it is my intention to investigate the contents of the new account. We went from 9 to 150 in a rocket ship. We will be going down once more. This is something that we might be able to make a little bit more equitable. I concur with it in the event that we do not succeed. Make every effort to avoid hitting it. It is quite improbable that this will occur. There is a remote possibility that we may be successful in achieving our objective in the end, but I will not give up. It is planned that people will go to the moon. One more time, I'm going to do it. I am already aware of it by now. Regardless of how far behind we are, we will eventually arrive at our destination. Alex Kopp is curious as to whether or not the XRP exchange traded fund ETF will be featured in the press today. There was a lot of chatter and excitement about the event that was going to take place on April 12th, as well as other dates that were coming up. This was something that a lot of Patreon users talked to me about. In addition to that, I don't believe anyone has spoken there yet. The term clickbait, or simply clickbait, is completely foreign to me. A website is the source of the most recent news and stories that I am aware of. In order to encourage people to click on them, they were designed. For my part, I don't believe I saw anything. Therefore, BlackRock will not be issuing their XRP exchange traded fund today. There is no fresh information regarding an exchange traded fund ETF for XRP. Certainly, you are aware of the fact that the XUP community is moving in the same direction as the X community. This has a great deal of excitement among them. Bitcoin is being powered on RAM and Telegram hash keys by a group of 10 businesses that are working together using a hash key. The narrative begins in Hong Kong with the notion that Tone was developed by individuals who had previously worked on the older version of Telegram's chat software. In the beginning, there were not many changes made to the Tone, which was the native currency. According to the press release, one of the objectives of the partnership is to provide customers of wallet services with increased on and off support for both Bitcoin and traditional cash. In 2018, the CC discontinued utilizing the letter P, which is anticipated to result in a decrease in its popularity. At this point, everything is working quite well for them. To whom are we? One of the 10 most interesting and influential persons in the world is PWN. During the past 3 months, this is the 8th highest point, and it is very close to being the highest point ever. It has gained 229 points. Continue on with our journey to find out. I am of the opinion that the top 42 coins are the only entity that can compete with it. The fact that Pepe is the second most well-known mover in the past 3 months is a significant accomplishment. Crazy Pepe, I am aware that the CC has filed a lawsuit against someone who believes they are unable to depart. In my opinion, you are already aware of this. People who are enthusiastic about the launch of Ordinal Nails and Runes, 2 projects that are being managed by Casey Raymore, an experienced Bitcoin developer, are delighted about the launch of these projects. People have gained faith and a sense of trust as a result of this, which is what causes Bitcoin Mancom Pups to move forward. This is a really significant point. In case you forgot, the price of Bitcoin's primary coins increased by 50% over the course of the previous day. The reason for this was the enthusiasm generated by the new Rune system. The market worth of these items was $560 million, and by the afternoon in Asia, more than 66% of them had been sold. Due to the fact that Ordinal's non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and lending systems are going to grow significantly, pay close attention. Several people are reportedly considering investing their money in Ordinals, according to what I've heard. Although there is only one lending side at the moment, Bitcoin is on the verge of becoming a very significant cryptocurrency. Pay careful attention to the events that are taking place in Hong Kong. If Singapore were to issue a Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF, the country might be able to satisfy demand up to $25 billion. Due to the fact that several investors from the Chinese mainland view the project as an opportunity, it is quite probable that they will invest billions of dollars in it. The Stock Connect plan includes the following: mainland territory, the spot exchange traded funds that are listed in Hong Kong, and that deal in Bitcoin could potentially receive up to $25 billion from Chinese customers. Sadly, I am unable to speak on their behalf. What are the chances that we will see? Just not as fancy. Putting money into Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs is a very nice thing to see. A more opportune moment could not have been chosen for the occurrence of the events that led to the decline and subsequent rise of Bitcoin. A total of $25 billion is going to be invested in Bitcoin exchange traded funds. That sums up the entire narrative. Yesterday, we had a conversation about the story. Bitcoin will soon be worth a great deal more than it is currently worth. In spite of the fact that I believe it will decrease, I do not believe that it will fall below that. The price tag is $48,500. Following that, the price of Bitcoin ought to return to $125,150 US. Additionally, there is a possibility that the amount of $200 may be discussed. That being said, for the time being, while Bitcoin is now in a phase of decline, this may be your first bull run. Since money is moving into other coins, the value of Bitcoin is decreasing. The quantity of money that is being invested in Ethereum is extremely high until Bitcoin either completes the process of minting itself or is sufficiently prepared to do so. It is necessary to repeat this process until the coin is in a state where it can be repaired. You will experience your first bull cycle in this manner. The market receives a significant amount of money in this manner. The approach that DeFi takes, when the SECV is taken into consideration, the number of persons who swap food decreases by more than 20% in the Uniswap court case. If you ask, Uniswap will most likely want a down payment of 20%. In light of this, pay carefully. In the event that this results in something, Uniswap will not be leaving the company. They are leaving New York and heading to another country in order to avoid paying attention to the SASI's behavior. Due to the fact that they had sufficient monetary resources, they were able to immediately pay their fine. Due to the fact that they do not wish to participate in Uniswap, I am curious to watch how this situation develops. They are aware that the SECV is incorrect, but they continue to use it. They can't stop suing for ridiculous reasons. It is not enough for them to simply pay the fine. The SECV was also struck by them. As soon as they leave the United States and relocate to another nation, everything is in order. How does it come about? The token is returned to its owner immediately. It is possible that the coin will only increase in value by 20%. Would you all kindly come over and have a look at it right now? What exactly is it? Does it go on and on like the one at the bottom? It will appear to be hidden beneath the sushi. Sushi, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of sushi? We are present here. Shall we go? First, let's make sure that we are still present. What is the difference between SUA and Central Protocol? Is this what we are doing? As you say, sushi is correct. The 18% there are $1 8 O's and 1 4 zeros. I anticipate that they will return as soon as we have figured out what is going on. $23 is the all-time high that is displayed by UP. Without a doubt, it will be brought back up. What is currently on it is 10 or 15 times smaller than what is on it up there. In 40 out of the 50 states in the United States, you are able to conduct business with Ashley Prosper Ripple. It is unfortunate that Florida is one of the states that make up the final 10. Regarding the most recent company that they acquired, you make an excellent point. The number is 49. The number is 49. Certainly, I believe that this figure is higher. With the most recent purchase, which resulted in the addition of one piece, we are now only lacking 2 pieces. However, it is necessary for us to be certain. That the states of Florida and Connecticut are included on the list is not surprising. On the other hand, what does it all mean? It would appear that XRP is on the verge of exploding similar to an earthquake. It will ultimately take place. To total up all of this 100% will cost you $27. Do we have a chance of succeeding? Do we intend to carry it out? I can't say for sure. I am also very cautious.